the Coldplay kiss cam scandal that shocked America. Two Coldplay concertgoers were caught canoodling during the band's July 16th performance at Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts. Oh, look at these two. All right. Come on. What? That brief moment on the stadium's kiss cam would soon ignite one of the most sensational corporate scandals of the year. The executive at the center of the viral controversy is stepping down. Yes, you heard that right. What looked like a flirty moment under the lights has become a full-blown storm. The man caught in the act has two children. And the woman, not his wife. What appeared to be an innocent or not-so-innocent kiss cam encounter was actually the exposure of an affair. Social media quickly caught fire. Parodies, memes, and TikToks flooded the web. Oh, look at these two. All right. Come on. You're okay. Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. And that's exactly what happened. In less than a minute, a multimillionaire tech CEO became a national punchline and two families were shattered. At the heart of it were two powerful executives, Andy Byron, CEO of Astronomer, and Kristen Kitt, Chief People Officer also known as Head of HR. The problem? They weren't married to each other. Now, sources say Kristen's husband, a high-profile Boston businessman, is already seeking top-tier divorce representation. What began as a cringeworthy moment on a jumbotron has unraveled into a scandal with real-world consequences, marriages fractured, reputations scorched, and careers in jeopardy. You've seen the clip, but what you haven't seen is what's happening behind closed doors. And trust you, it's worse than you think. Because the internet doesn't just remember its scorches. It all began at Gillette Stadium in front of 65,000 fans as Coldplay serenaded the crowd. The stadium's kiss cam panned to a couple. They spotted themselves on the screen and froze. Then came the awkward lean, the nervous glance, and what looked like a clumsy effort to abandon the moment. He don't know where he went. Can you imagine getting caught cheating at a Coldplay concert? And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, Chris Martin leaned into the mic. Either they're having an affair, or they're just very shy. The crowd laughed. The internet erupted. TikTok and X went into meltdown. Within 48 hours, the clip had amassed over 50 million views. But this wasn't just a random pair of attendees. The man was Andy Byron, CEO of billion-dollar software company Astronomer. The woman was Kristen Kitt, his HR chief. Both were married. And by the next morning, their personal lives were unraveling just as quickly as their professional ones. Andy's wife, Meghan Carrion, wasted no time. She dropped his last name from all her accounts. Then, silence. No posts, no statements, but silence. Sometimes is the loudest scream. Supporters across TikTok and Reddit rallied around her. They called her a queen. They flooded her old photos with hearts and messages of strength. The message was loud and clear. Meghan was the victim. What made it even more painful? Andy and Meghan have two children. I think cheating is an abomination. Okay, this man has a wife. He has children. These kids are going to have to watch and see this. And the scandal didn't stop there. Kristen Kitt's relationship status came under scrutiny too. At first, timelines were fuzzy. But Massachusetts court records later revealed that Kristen filed for divorce from Kenneth Thornby in 2018. The divorce wasn't finalized until 2022. Then came another twist. Kristen is currently married to Andrew Kitt, CEO of Privateer Rum and a descendant of one of New England's most historic families. In March 2025, Kristen and Andrew bought a $2 million home in Rye, New Hampshire. Now, That property could become a centerpiece in a high-profile divorce. Andrew Kitt has remained publicly silent, but insiders say he's livid. Within 48 hours of the video going viral, he reportedly met with Boston's top divorce lawyers. And if those reports are accurate, things could get even uglier and more public. Let's pause for a second if this story has you hooked. Don't forget to subscribe. Now, back to the drama. As the memes spread, Astronomer found itself in crisis mode. Within 48 hours, both Byron and Kitt were placed on administrative leave. 3 days later, the board accepted Andy Byron's resignation, just like Vave was out. Co-founder Pete DeJoy stepped as interim CEO. As for Kristen Kitt, her fate was less clear. Her LinkedIn, like Byron's, vanished. Reports varied. Some said she was placed on leave. Others claimed she was still technically employed. Why the corporate hesitation? Legal landmines. Employment attorneys say firing Kristen outright without airtight evidence could open Astronomer to a wrongful termination lawsuit. Off the record, one employee said, "We always knew they were close, but not like that." And just as corporate damage control was underway, the internet leaned into the chaos. Mascots from MLB to minor league baseball recreated the moment Kristen turning away, Andy ducking like a deer in headlights. Merchandise followed: mugs, shirts, tote bags, you name it. The scandal had gone from betrayal to brand. But for the families involved, this was no joke. You do have to think about the children and the spouses. We're all laughing about it, but they're real people. Then came the breaking point. Until then, Kristen's husband, Andrew Kitt, had said nothing. But when powerful people go quiet and call lawyers, that's when you know the storm's just beginning. What makes this story viral isn't just the drama, it's the relatability. Infidelity, especially among the powerful, hits a nerve. Cheating doesn't just hurt, it destroys trust, families, reputations. And when it happens in the spotlight, the ripple effects are permanent. For Andy Byron and Kristen Kitt, that 16-second camera shot was the fuse. What followed? A bomb that blew up 2 careers, 2 marriages, and a billion-dollar brand's image. This isn't about cancel culture. This is about accountability. And the truth is simple: loyalty matters, integrity matters, and the people who trust your family, your colleagues, your children deserve better. Because no affair, no secret, no kiss cam moment is worth losing everything.